This is the Charter Arms On Duty, it's called. And you know, really, when you have a small firearm, you're carrying a small firearm like this, a small concealable revolver or semi-automatic, doesn't really matter. They're really for up close and dirty for the most part, aren't they? I'm a fan of the Charter Arms Bulldog. Had one in, I think the first one I bought was like this one in 1981 or somewhere in there. And I've always liked it, and somehow I traded it and ended up, I got this classic, as it's called, back not too long ago. And I don't shoot them a lot, but I just like a 44 special, like the 44 of almost any kind, whether it's 44-40, 44 Magnum, 44 special, just a great round. And these are small, about the smallest firearm you can purchase, at least in a revolver. Well, I guess it has to be a revolver, in 44 special. Smith & Wesson has made some really nice ones, but they're just bigger. So, you know, you just can't find a small firearm like this from many companies. And you can see there's no extra meat in that cylinder. And of course, it's not a high pressure round, so, you know, it's not a big problem. And so why was I attracted to this one? Well, you know, I have the Bulldog, the classic, and you've also seen my stainless Bulldog, which is more like this one, but it's a standard exposed hammer and everything. And I saw this and I wasn't even didn't know they'd made this. It's pretty cool. I guess it hasn't been out maybe all that long. And I thought, you know what, that is great. That is great. Again, talk about a truck gun or something like that. You know, again, I'm talking to people that can, you know, legally carry and all that, as you can in most places in this country, at least the free parts of the United States. So it's not a really expensive firearm. They do run, you can get them for under 400, somewhere between 3 and 4, you know, these Charter Arms Bulldogs. And they're pretty well made. They're not a Smith & Wesson, as I've said before, they're not a Colt or anything like that. But they're not bad. They're not bad. They got a little bit different feel. But now this one, that just reminds me, it had been a while, I've forgotten about this. The only problem with this one was, if you're thinking of it and you look at it, is the trigger really bit the end of my finger in a different sort of way. It was just sharp. It just had a sharp edge on it. And I had a friend of mine who's a gunsmith just work on that a little bit and kind of rounded it off a little bit, so it's a whole lot better now. But I mean, it was really bad. I mean, it's just crazy that that would be a part of the design. I can't imagine anybody liking that trigger, because the end of it was just sharp, and then the contour of it, it really got you, I think. Let's shoot that 2-liter. Whoa! Coming back after me. Oh, let's smoke some pot over here. That's a pretty good sized pot. Yeehaw! Might take a 44. Uh-oh. Click, I missed him. I guess I kind of wounded that guy. So, you know, and of course with this one, you have the advantage of being able to double action like I've been doing, or you can more easily cock the hammer. You know, if the hammer is totally shrouded, it makes that a little problematic, okay? I'm gonna keep shooting this. You can cock it, let me do that. And I don't know if I can hit anything. I haven't shot it a whole lot. Let's try a 2-liter there. Oh. Nice trigger. I didn't mean to let that one go quite yet. Well, let me get closer. I think I was pretty close on that shot. All right. Like I say, this is a close up and dirty work firearm. Click. That next to the last shot, again, it got off before I meant to. Not in a dangerous way. I was just not quite on target. Really a nice target trigger, actually, when you cock that hammer. If that means anything to you, if anybody cares, I'll shoot some of this jacket ammo too while I'm doing it. That's why I headed out here. I was thinking I would have trouble with the Federal. So anyway, 44 special. They really are special. All right, let me throw a few at that other one. Y'all tell where I'm going? Don't want to have to get closer. How's this? All right. All right, 2 liter. Take that. Take this, Mr. Gall. I saw that one. There we go. Out of ammo.